Hello.
You said a month, 2 at most. I believed you. Then came the very first rain, and it was pouring in again. You fixed it, then the next rain. Soaked. I can't sleep because I have to keep emptying buckets. It's leaking just as badly as it was before. But the eyes of God are in every place, and they're watching.
Rabbi, when I said 2 months, you said there was one hole in the ceiling, but the whole building is in shambles here.
I can do it.
Quiet! You can seal up your daddy's barn with straw. The roof is gonna get holes because the foundations are crumbling.
So, let's go down to the basement.
Oh no, definitely not there.
What's in the basement that's so frightening?
Hashem, something down there reeks so awful that...
Come now, don't be silly. Why do you afflict me so? I know why, because you know I shall bear it. Well, sir, are you just here to listen, or have you got something to say?
Am I speaking to Rabbi Sofer?
You see, all I gotta do is mention these cellars and his name comes up.
Would Hashem let a synagogue be haunted?
Hey now, quiet.
You're too late, I'm afraid. My name is Feldman. Rabbi Sofer departed this world almost a year ago. Forgive me, I have worldly matters to attend to.
I can't leave without an answer.
The way of a fool is right in his own eyes.
Buck up. God helps those who help themselves.
But maybe you're right, Rabbi. Maybe Hashem is afflicting us, setting a test for us.
You heard the guy talking about Sofer, the old man.
So I'll go on my own, and show that Hashem protects...
On your own. You can seal up your...
You've gotten the better of me again, Hashem. Your tests still surprise. I think Hashem has sent you to me. Who are you?
I'm a Thaumaturge, Rabbi. And I really need help.
Let's go into my office. Let's show Please, tell me what problem brought you here.
Maybe, Rabbi, you could tell me something about God.
Thaumaturge, golems belong to Kabbalah, and you're forbidden from knowing anything about them. It's a trap for a soul. There are tales of golems being summoned for revenge, or in good faith, for protection. But they all end rather badly.
Rabbi Sofer puts a curse on my father. Unfortunately.
A curse is a serious accusation, you know. I find it hard to believe Sofer would do such a thing. Do you think this has something to do?
I don't know. Did the old rabbi perhaps leave some...
Yes, here you are. All his books are here. I don't think... Is there anything else I can help you?
Rabbi, could you tell me something about Sofer?
He was fair, but also difficult and very principled. But if he's the one who inflicted the curse, he must have been a powerful...
Who can summon...
Normally, it's determined by need. The Kabbalist rabbi summons the golem himself. In legends, the golem is a terrible punishment, but I think it's an offense against Hashem.
How can I stop a golem?
To summon it to life, you write the three. In an attempt to stop the monster, the heroes of these legends would erase the first letter from its but I don't know how much truth is in that.
Rabbi, could you help me understand something about Kabbalah?
No, and I'll say no more on the subject. I fear for your soul.
I'm afraid that I won't find anything more here. Thank you, Rabbi. Rabbi?
I'm listening.
I found a prescription belonging to the...
He had heart problems. The local pharmacist would...
What was that farmer?
Abraham Horowitz. But now...
Let me guess. He's dead?
Unfortunately. Some say that the socialists were involved. Let's keep talking, if you need to.
Mordechai Chayat.
He owns one of the laundries here in Miruf, but I admit he doesn't really come to see me. Maybe there are other things I could be of more help. I'll pray.
Nothing can be kept secret from me. Interesting. My thief was definitely here. Or could the djinn be deceiving me? Enough. Show yourself.
Welcome to the watering hole, Wanderer. Show the proper respect.
Hello. My name's Victor.
They call me Ali, and this is my well. Did you draw from it?
I'm not looking for trouble.
Then answer the question.
I wish. It's unbearably hot.
I'll let you, if you...
I was looking for someone here, but I didn't find them.
At the zenith, in the desert.
Are you trying to lead me astray?
I meet desert spirits sometimes, but I don't walk in their paths. No mortal should. I'm just Ali.
I'm following the trail of a particular thief, but so far she has eluded me. I know she passed this way.
It sounds like she's one of the jinns.
You weren't far off. Have you seen her?
I've not only seen her, I also know her. And since you showed me respect at the watering hole, I'll tell you where to find her. Go south and find washerwomen working. Your thief lives among them. Your oasis is within reach.
I'm talking to you, man.
What?
I asked why you're staring at this pump.
Did you see a man near the watering hole?
Near the pump, someone's always loitering around there. What's strange about it?
Do you know...
Because there's not enough Elise here in the Jewish quarters. I know at least 5. No offense, but you look and sound... You better go now.
Mr. Shulsky again.
You didn't need the power to send the... Old Sofer did it at your request.
And do you know what for?
All this is because Abraham Horowitz, isn't it? He lost his life, and the whole community felt it. Seems like you did most of all. I just don't get why Horowitz was so important to you.
Community. Something you Shulskis don't know a thing about. Your father's punishment was fitting for his actions and his background.
Was it worth it? A golem is a blunt
What are you talking about?
He wanted to teach my father a lesson. The building that collapsed on Stanisław. It wasn't... That's what happens every time the golem physically...
No, it can't be. It wasn't supposed to be that way.
I don't think the punishment is adequate for the... Horowitz had something on his conscience. He must have, and what my father did... I can't believe I'm saying...
Oh, do they?
There's no trace of cruelty in his...
Without any specifics, those are just what...
You'll see for yourself, if you do something for me.
What do you want?
To get rid of the golem. Tell me something.
Instead of telling you, I'll show you.
Where? Into an alley, where some friend of yours will smack me around?
To the synagogue. Are you coming?
Yes, let's go.
We'll stop to get Feldman. He should see this too.
So,
No wonder the roof is leaking if the foundation... A lovely metaphor, Hashem. But what happened here had nothing to do with Hashem.
Mr. Shulsky wished to know the origin of his curse. If I'd... Now I see it differently.
Revenge is no justice. It is always dictated by anger. And in anger... But Sofer agreed to it.
He summoned the golem. What else do you want to know?
this place won't tell me any more.
And what have you learned?
These are the remains of some fabric that Sofer wrote something on in Hebrew. There's not enough left to read anything. The clay formed a shell that Sofer infused with the
Sofer told me to bring clay. Sticky and cold. I can't say I could feel the clay absorbing my...
Hours? That must have been horribly exhausting.
What's a few hours in exchange for a curse that lasts... The hole you can't miss over there is the new door the golem smashed.
And no one saw anything. How is that?
Is that your worry, Rabbi?
That's all, but I'm not any closer to...
A thaumaturge and a kabbalist?
Do you know one, Rabbi?
There's only one name that comes to...
Ariel Rofe. A good-for-nothing, vengeful, godless...
Strong words from your lips.
Of course.
Do you know one another?
Well, I know him well enough to suspect that he might not want to help me.
Clearly the Shulsky family has an easy time getting into conflict with...
Come now, don't be silly.
There is just one thing I'd really like to... Standing where you are now, what do you think about your father?
For years I had no place in my father's life. Though I admit it...
Debts must always be
I'm settling my scores.
All right, I think it's time for us to go. Let's get Mr. Shulsky away from here. And stop by tomorrow. We'll have some tea.
Mr. Shulsky, I would like this to be our farewell.
Shall we?
Let's get out of here. It's here, but something's wrong.
Чего надо?
How did you know I was
Because you're asking a stupid question instead of... What you looking for here?
What treasures are they hiding in there that they need all the...
His Excellency's dirty underwear. What do you...
I'm looking for a friend who's gone missing. I want to...
If he were here, I wouldn't brag about knowing somebody like that.
And if I insist, will you call your buddies over and give me a thrashing?
Da.
Mnie sukiny.
The police plus the Ochrana. They have their way with this place. Under the sky of Mirov, a Thaumaturge has his lair. Delightful. A Kabbalist's den. So. Turns out he held up at Różycki Bazaar. Arioropha and God don't get along so well. Is Roffa capable of emotion?